Welcome back. Still to come, Resident Evil 5 Desperate Escape. But first, let's return to Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing. Mission modes are technically part of Sega and Sonic All-Star Racing's single-player game. However, we thought it was worthy of a mention as a game mode in its own right. There are 64 individual challenges to beat here for mini-race tournaments that you must win. Perfect. Drift challenges. Challenges where you have to collect items. And then there's target shooting, just to name a few. You need to get an A grade to pass and unlock the next mission. These are a nice break from the norm with a good mix of easy and hard missions that'll keep you plugging away for some time to complete them all. A real challenge, if sometimes a little frustrating. They also rack up lots of shopping points. Shopping spree!
Is it finished?
Something is horribly wrong in the small town of Willamette.
Before Left 4 Dead became the dawn of zombie games, there was Dead Rising. In Willamette, veteran photojournalist Frank West faced down 1 billion undead with anything that came to hand. At X10, we caught up with creators Remedy Games to talk Dead Rising 2.
We know how popular Frank West is, but we needed to introduce a new character. Chuck Green is a former motocross champion. He's going to Fortune City. In the city, there's a show called Terror's Reality. It's sort of like gladiators. Contestants compete against each other, killing zombies to gain a lot of money.
People can compete on the game show, but it also serves as a bit of a story backdrop for the single-player game. The combo weapons are the core of the game, and they represent the high point of interaction with the zombies.
In the world, there are all these different items that you can combine to make a unique weapon. Combining them and using it to defeat zombies or kill zombies will earn you more PPs, so that's a unique feature. The obvious one is the bat and nails. You combine those two, make a spiked bat, which has a deadly effect. I think people have seen the paddle saw, where you take the paddle, canoe paddle, and the chainsaw and tape it together to make a paddle saw, which you can kill zombies in this manner.
There are lots of frivolous weapons. They're there just to be funny. It's all done with this sort of tongue-in-cheek humor. But just as many of those, there are the ultra-violent ones that people still giggle at. It's just crazy, over-the-top fun.
One thing not at X10 was Project Natal, Microsoft's Wii Beater. But that didn't stop our mate Aaron Greenberg banging on about it.
We expect that millions of consumers will have Natal this holiday, and so as a result, we believe that this will be a pretty substantial market opportunity out of the gate. I think one of the nice things is that today we have 39 million Xbox 360s. We have a live community of more than 23 million. So we're going to be able to scale against that, we think, pretty quickly. And the anticipation for this product, I think, is really overwhelming. Many of the very top publications have referred this as one of the top inventions of the year. So we're being up there with things like the AIDS vaccine and rocket ships, and so it's quite an honor to be considered in the same light.
I think the word you were looking for, Aaron, was mistake. This spring, Xbox Live Arcade is hosting a bit of a shindig. Xbox Live Block Party, running throughout March, will see the launch of a number of big games and new services on Live, including Signal Studios' plastic warfare title, Toy Soldiers. And Slick Entertainment's vehicular combat romp, Scrap Metal. For us, though, the most tantalising Block Party release is a remake of the N64 classic shooter, Perfect Dark. Microsoft's Ken Lobb, who helped make the original and its predecessor, the seminal GoldenEye, filled us in.
Obviously, we did Perfect Dark Zero for the launch of the 360, and we've been wanting to kind of bring Perfect Dark out onto XBLA ever since. Really, in some ways, it was let's get XBLA away from kind of the classic and retro style of games into where now we have a user base, you know, that's absolutely huge. Lots and lots of people play Xbox Live Arcade. That feels like the right time to bring a multiplayer-focused game.
And the final piece of the Block Party jigsaw is Game Room, which is absolutely nothing like PlayStation Home's arcade at all. Honest Guff.
We decided that we should go after emulation. But if we were going to do straight emulation, we wanted to do something special. What if we could wrap it in this world where what you're getting is a collection as much as it is, you know, an individual game or a small set of games. Again, it's just emulation, but do it in a way that becomes social and collectible and really persistent forever. I mean, I know I want a giant collection.
You've gone down in my estimation. Time to conclude our review of Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing, methinks. So, let's try out the multiplayer. Go on, be rubbish, I dare you. Split-screen racing's possible with up to 4 players. Make sure you have a large screen to take advantage of this. Mom! Also, online races are available. In battle, the objective is to burst the bubbles on your opponent's carts. Capture the Chaos is a capture the flag style game. Grab is more unique, where you have to collect and protect emeralds. The weight of the gems slows your cart down. A spark of originality there. King of the Hill was the weakest of the games, where you have to take and keep control of a zone. We enjoyed these modes, even if they were totally lifted from every other game in the world ever. Also, only having 3 arenas to choose became boring quickly. With the Wii and 360 versions of Sega and Sonic All-Star Racing, you can race with Miis or avatars. So we went about designing an avatar that would fill the Sega characters with fear. Meet the Ginger. We decided to show just how superior the Ginger was.
Heads up, racers! We've got all-star goodness on the track! Eggman's unleashing his rocket! Take cover!
Now, allow me to introduce you to my latest creation.
Dr. Eggman dominating the track with those rockets!
Conclusive evidence the Ginger is the king of everything ever.
Bye now!
Maybe I wasn't strong enough.
Too right.
Go!
Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing impressed us. The track design's great and the use of 1080p really makes things shine, although it did become a little glitchy on 4-player split screen. The game modes are plentiful and are enhanced more with online play. Bring on the DLC. It's up there with Mario Kart and is king of the castle on the 360 and PS3. 8 out of 10, it would have got more if it wasn't just a Mario Kart clone.
That was incredible!
It's a fact universally acknowledged that you could never slaughter enough zombies. It's handy then that there's more Resident Evil 5 on the way. In fact, just released, DLC Lost in Nightmares.
Kinda takes you back, doesn't it?
Well, this chapter takes you back to Spencer Mansion, where it all began. You control Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine as they try to unravel the spooky house's mysteries.
We okay?
You'll need the original game to play it, but don't rush out and buy it yet, because there's a gold edition on the way which will include all of the game's DLC, including the yet-to-be-released Desperate Escape.
Come on! Come on, grab on!
Can you hear me? Are you all right? Are you all right?
Chris?
Good.
Who are you?
Captain Josh Stone. BSAA West Africa batch. The helicopter's waiting on the other side of this mountain range.
Josh, I'm sorry, but I have to go to the communication facility. There's something I have to tell Chris.
The action starts at the point you leave Jill and centers on Josh's attempts to get the hell out of Dodge. It's more action-oriented than Lost in Nightmares, as you can see from this exclusive taster. Ta-ra!
Pick it up.
Okay.